everyone, welcome back to MuleSoft-TechZone. This is Lingam and you are watching the new playlist about MuleSoft's Anypoint Code Builder. So if you have seen my channel, I have posted some videos like 2 years ago about the MuleSoft's Anypoint Code Builder, which is called ACB. But back then it is a new product and we have seen some issues or kind of hiccups because it is very brand new product and we are all trying out. But the product has been stabilized like a lot over these 2 years and it got like way better now that we are in agentic era. We all know, like, we have heard this MuleSoft vibes that is in the MuleSoft ecosystem, but to use MuleSoft vibes we have to get familiar with ACB. So that's the reason, like, I wanted to make this series of videos again on MuleSoft's Anypoint Code Builder, because unless and until you try it out in ACB you won't be able to use MuleSoft vibes, as MuleSoft vibes is only for ACB and not for Anypoint Studio. So eventually ACB is a lightweight tool, so you are using like Visual Studio Code, and also like you can also use Cloud IDE. So I request all developers to try it out and try in real-time projects as well as much as you can, so that you will get habituated to the new kind of way that you see the flows. Like in Anypoint Studio it's all about like the flows are like horizontal, and here in ACB it's vertical. So just get habituated to the UI and development part, then it will be easy for you. So without wasting time, I wanted to show again all my tutorials on MuleSoft are like, you can see the UI has been changing a lot these days. But yep, if you wanted to use MuleSoft vibes, you can see like use MuleSoft vibes to build with prompts. You can go to learn more. It will show you like all the documentation and other stuff. Okay, please go through. I always insist, like, MuleSoft's official documentation is the first place to go if you want to learn anything. All right. So just go through all these resources, try to install Visual Studio Code. It is not a big this thing, and on the left side you can see like you can try it out MuleSoft vibes. Again, I will come to MuleSoft vibes later, but I wanted to start off with ACB again to show you like what changed, what's the UI and all. So if you see, if once you log into the Anypoint platform, you can see Anypoint Code Builder here. So click on Get Started. So if you are launching it for the first time, it will take some time to spin up your IDE. Whatever you are spinning up here is the cloud IDE. That means like you can work online. Okay, so I am clicking on launch. It will open in a new tab. For me, I have already opened it earlier, so it won't take a lot of time to view this ACB in the cloud IDE version. But if you are new, it will take some time. All right, this is cloud ID, cloud ACB, I can say. But if you want to use it on your local, on your Visual Studio Code, again, I'm using Mac for showing this demo, but if you are in Windows, it's more of like one and the same, except like the shortcuts are a bit different. So try to get familiar with Visual Studio Code as well. So download Visual Studio Code. All that you need to do is like, if you search here on the left side, you can see extensions. This is like, you will see in the Visual Studio Code, and all that you need to do is search for Anypoint extension pack. Okay, so you can see there are many, you can see all these MuleSoft symbols over here. Don't worry about all this stuff. You just need to install Anypoint extension pack, because this extension pack has like 8 packages within it. So if you just install it, I have already installed. That's the reason you can see on my left side. Once you install this Anypoint extension pack, you can see this symbol, mule symbol over here on the left side. Just click it, so you will be able to see this. And if you have configured MuleSoft vibes, I think by default this MuleSoft vibes also come with this extension pack. So you can see like MuleSoft vibes on your left side. But for that you need to log into Anypoint platform, which I am not going to do it right now, or I can just try it out. Again, you need to set up MuleSoft vibes. Yep, I am here. Okay, so this is how MuleSoft vibes looks like. All right, so for now let me go to MuleSoft here. So I have cloud version of this and I have Visual Studio version of this. Okay, however you are like familiar, you can always use this part. You can see like I have coded something on on my cloud IDE, but I will again show you. Like you can see on the left side, again you don't have to install any special extensions on the cloud IDE version. Okay, so because it is already coming with the extension package, the whole package. All right, if you go to the welcome page here, welcome to Anypoint Code Builder. So if you can like refresh if you are seeing like any problem with that, but you can change the themes. I love this color, so I am using this theme. So you can use your themes. This is all like Visual Studio Code stuff. And the first thing that you need to do, first you need to check in the Visual Studio Code is like if you have logged into the Anypoint platform. If for example I am logging out and it says like if you're not logged in, it will say like, hey, go ahead and log in. It will take you to the Anypoint platform. You can sign in, then you will be back to the Visual Studio Code and it will say that you are logged in as your username. All right, same thing it happens. So here you can see on the settings symbol, you can see all the settings and accounts. You can see that you have logged into your Anypoint platform. You can manage trust ones. You can say like Anypoint Code Builder platform extension. You can click on OK. All right, coming back to the Anypoint Code Builder, on the left side click on the mule symbol, and if you want to get started with the designing of your API, you can see that there are many options here. One is create an agent network that we will be seeing in the coming series. The next thing is designing an API, implementing an API, and developing an integration. So I'm not going to dive deep into this stuff, but you can see like I have already started designing an API here. Okay, but if you click on design API, again you will have multiple tabs just like your Chrome browser, and here you can see some interesting options over here. Okay, so here you can choose your project location, though this is like cloud version of your IDE, but in any case if your internet goes off or if your computer shutdowns, you should have a place where you have to store your API specification. So this is where you can browse your location. That's where like it will be saved on your local as well. So you can say like new ACB, whatever it is. Again, I'm not going with like standard formats and naming conventions, but you can see one thing here. The API type is REST API, but you can choose whatever option you want here. And the API specification language, you can see YAML, OAS, JSON, RAML 1.0, RAML 0.8. So I'm going with RAML 1.0. But in any case, if you are enabling this option like enable this API for agent topics and agent actions. Again, agent topics and actions, if you have done agent for stuff, you will know what are agent topics and actions. But again, these kind of topics we'll be discussing when we go into deep dive about these topics. But if you are enabling this, you won't be able to choose RAML option over here. So for that, if you are enabling, if you are making it available for agent topics and actions, the only way that you can write your API spec is using OAS 3.0. Either you wanted to write in YAML or JSON. Okay, but for now because we are all familiar with RAML, so I'm going to use RAML and choose your business group, and that's it. You can just create project. So you can see this is where like you can play around. What I'm going to do is like I already have my RAML, so I can just copy this. You can see like my projects are here. This is my old project that I have used. This new ACB is my new API spec, I can say. So go back to new API spec here. So let me paste this. Just like how we used to have errors in your design center, right? It will show all these errors in red mark, so I'll remove this. So yep, that's it. So this is how you can design your RAML. So instead of doing it in your design center, you can always use MuleSoft's ACB to design the RAML. All right, again I will show you like each step how to type it, and if you are getting suggestions on, because we all got familiar with design center, but how to design it. But I am just showing here like how to use ACB, how to design an API spec within ACB. Now we have this option here to read the documentation, right? So let's try it out if this is the option. Nope. This is like when you want to duplicate your tab. Yeah, API console. Okay, so I'm closing this again. This is the symbol. I wish like they have. So yeah, you can see the tooltip here, show API console. So click on that. It will show you like the the methods that you have generated, or you have the RAML which you have coded into a documentation part. So click on get. You can play around with it, like try it, send it. You can do like whatever you're doing within the design center. All right, so that's all here. Of course, like it is literally connecting to this API.example, but you can always use mocking service here and play around. All right, that's it. So you can see, you can try it out this. So this is the documentation and all the summary of your endpoints and types, etc, etc. All right, so this is cool. All right, next you can see MuleSoft vibes option over here. Again, I have made a video on my YouTube channel on how to connect MuleSoft vibes, because to connect to MuleSoft vibes you need to set up something. So instant for Anypoint Code Builder, you have to go to access management, and there is a video you can search that how to connect your Salesforce org to your MuleSoft Anypoint platform. It's a two-way authentication, like you need to add your Salesforce org within Anypoint platform, as well as you need to add your MuleSoft Anypoint platform account into the Salesforce org. So if you click on add Salesforce org, it will show you all this kind of stuff. There is a video that I have made. Once you have access to that, because to use MuleSoft vibes you need a Salesforce org. There will be a lot of questions that people are asking, like what if I don't have a Salesforce org, like within your company, if they are not using Salesforce, can we still use MuleSoft vibes? Yes, you can use MuleSoft vibes. Please reach out to the account executive to spin up a Salesforce org for your client. It's absolutely free, so that you can start using MuleSoft vibes. Again, coming back here, so you can see view here this thing, and you can duplicate the tabs over here. You can change your panel. So if I close this, you can publish your YAML over here. So this symbol is used to publish your YAML. So click on publish API project to Exchange, give it a new name. So give it a version to it. You can see asset name, asset ID, business group, all this stuff. Click on publish. So this is how you publish your API spec into Exchange via MuleSoft's ACB. All right, very simple. Again, whatever I have shown is using Cloud IDE. You can do the same thing within your Visual Studio Code. So let me do that. Okay, so click on Design API. Okay, it is asking again, you can download, you can put your location, project location. It is the same thing. It's just like you are using a local studio, local IDE to design your YAML. So I'll say like new ACB VS Code. Okay, I'm choosing YAML 1.8, choose the business group, create the project. Let me copy paste. So here, when you are asking, when you have published this to Exchange, in the bottom of your screen, onto the bottom right of your screen, it says like view the asset. So click on view the assets. It will take you back, take you to the Exchange. Okay, so you can see your asset is published successfully. All right, this is how. So nothing's changed when you are designing the RAM. Okay, but it is more easy for you to design it in your Anypoint Code Builder. Now, as soon as we publish this into Exchange, it is showing you an option in the top. Again, you have to get familiarized with the Visual Studio Code, because sometimes we don't see this option that is popping up on the top of this top center of the screen. So it is asking like, hey, would you like to implement this API spec? I'll say yes, why not? And it is asking me to choose a project name. So I'll say I use the same name that I have given and click on enter. And it is asking like, where do you want to store this project? So you can select a target folder, and it is asking like which runtime you want to use. I will say like, if whatever is latest, I am choosing that. Okay, and it is asking like what is the Java version that you wanted to use. I'll say like Java 17. Sometimes if your infrastructure, if Java 17 is not installed properly, it won't, because my system, it doesn't support Java 17. So let me try. Again, we will go into deep in my next video, like about all these configurations of Mule runtime and Java runtime. But yeah, this is how you need to use ACB. So coming back here, let me try to copy paste the same thing. So this is like local IDE, like the Visual Studio Code ones. So let me remove this. Oops. Let me close the chat here. desktop. Let me close this. Don't save, so you can always go here and go back, Control All, Control C, Control All. You can paste it. Okay, you're getting this stuff. Again, remove this. Somehow I'm not able to use my keyboard. There's an issue, but still fine. Okay, so try it out. So this is how you have to start with your ACB, get familiarized with the product, and it has been better lately, so you must try this. Okay, so in next video we will see like how to implement this raml. Again, for all of my videos I might be going forward using the cloud IDE version, but sometimes whenever there is a requirement where you need to install some runtimes or something like that, then I will show you the Visual Studio Code. So please try it out and let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you in my next video.